So I was just more so like, look, this what I would prefer. I ain't even finna try to get that in it to where I'm feeling like I'm trying to press nobody. But this what I prefer. If you ain't had nothing to do with Irish situation, just leave that out your raps. That's all I was saying. Like, just let that go. Let that part go, because I don't want people to think that you have nothing to do with that. So, but you do.
I want to ask you this, man, with you expressing how loyal you are, you know, you said like Trill and then Boosie, his household, like that was a new family for you. How did you feel when you saw him getting dissed by Nussy, man? Because I understand you had some type of connection to him too. Did that place you in an interesting position?
See, the dissing wasn't direct at first. It was just more. See, the older people didn't look at it as it being nothing to take personal. The industry and the young people start taking shit personal. So nothing was designed to be took personal. Like Big Daddy Kane never took nothing Kool Moe Dee said personal. Kool Moe Dee never took nothing LL Cool J said personal. Jay-Z never took nothing Nas said personal. Like, it never was designed to be personal, and that's what the older people knew. So it was cool for us, well, I thought it was, to diss each other. And if we was talking about killing or whatever, that's just what we talking about. But we know this is rap. But then they start getting a little too personal with it. And that's why I say I'm going to do my own thing. Because I'm going to say what I'm going to say regardless, because I'm trying to make it. So I can't refrain from saying this or just say that, because you might have to look a certain way to make gospel music and get accepted. You might have to know a certain amount of education to be a articulate rapper, you know, but to be a reality rapper, all you got to do is just be on some real factual shit. And if you got a lot of shit to say, you just saying what, you know, giving people what they want to hear. Some want to hear, some don't. But if it's enough to benefit off it, hey, let's go. I didn't live. It's a good thing I lived through all that shit, because that give me something to tell.
Yeah.
That might make my story interesting for 5-10 more years to tell, you know? So
it seemed like it got serious though.
Definitely.
I mean, he ended up getting killed. I'm not saying it's actually related to that, but I know he put out the Nussy badass and all of that, man, like really mocking him and talking about him in the interviews. But none of that bothered you though, did you?
Nah, it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't, because I knew that it didn't bother. I knew that it really didn't bother neither one of them. I knew that it didn't bother neither one of them. And the crazy part is that the more Trill prevailed and I didn't, the more people wanted to see me prevail. So they started helping me. You know, like, it'll be somebody like Nussy that'll give me a talk and find a way to shoot me something to get me back in rap mode. What? You know, it might have took somebody like Marquise to just front me something when I was to the head, you know, and ain't gonna come back and sweat about the bread because he know the life that I'm living. You know, it took niggas like that. So it was like, I can't diss y'all neither. And I'm loyal to Boo, but I can't diss y'all. I can't expose y'all hand. I can't backdoor y'all. I can't hate on y'all. I can't do none of that, because my life went how it went for me to make it to this point.
Damn, so you actually still was cool with him while he was dissing Boosie?
I talked to him about it. And see, like Nussy is a real, like, Nussy know what to say. Like, you might think you finna ask him something and you're gonna jam him up with what you say, but his answer gonna be real quick and it's gonna be accurate to what you say, but it's gonna be acceptable through the rules of the game. you know, the code. He's like, okay, you live by the code, right? You live by the, you know, like it's gonna be acceptable through that code. Yeah, I was part of the nigga when he, like I had years in with Nussy, years before Boosie. Like Nussy grew up around me. I grew up around him. Like when he was jacking Medium, when all that shit he was talking, I was actually around while he was doing that, while he was actually going through that, even though he continued doing it, but I was around when he was young doing it, when he was frail, you know, when he was always a lit nigga, but I'm talking when he was real little and, you know, it was unbelievable. You know, like Nussie from the South, he went to Easy Town and just, I guess with the mind frame he had and the guts and the nuts, he went over there and claimed it, took the street over, got a house and a business on the same street and went with his move. But I went over there plenty times. I went over there, yeah. And I went over there and with ambition to make something. Well, if a nigga say, come holler at me, I ain't thinking about if some fuck shit happen, just happen. But like I say, I'm trying to make my life work, so I'm going. Nigga say, man, I got something for you. I'm going to get it. Yeah, let me get it.
Oh, okay, so when you say you went over there to talk to him, it was about that. It wasn't more so about what he was doing.
No. It done been time I done talked to him just about that.
Oh, too? Okay.
But see, when you really know what's going on, see, what's understood don't need to be explained, so don't no nigga owe you no explanation if you really know what's going on. So I was just more so like, look, this what I would prefer. I ain't even finna try to get that in it to where I'm feeling like I'm trying to press nobody. But this what I prefer. If you ain't had nothing to do with Ivory's situation, just leave that out your raps. That's all I was saying. Like, just let that go. Let that part go, because I don't want people to think that you have nothing to do with that. So, but you do, because you knowing all that helps. Just like how people do shit on the internet now, that's all that was. Tactics. You know, get rich schemes. He got a deal. He was getting money. He was getting paid for shows. His CD was hot. He passed me right on up. You feel me? With his tactics. The risk he took. Passed me right on up. I ain't tripped. Him, Skullduggery, passed me right on up. I knew Skull. Skull used to want me to rap for him, rap with him, get on song. Him and Delmas was cool. Delmas my big dog. And Nussy them passed me right on up. And I'm saluting. Yeah. Big Mike, me and Big Mike, we tried to work it out. Mike and Charles, Big Fancy. Yeah, King Fancy, yeah. I'm just watching them all pass me right on up. And I'm saying to myself, fuck, bro, what is it? I know I rap, I'll rap the whole fucking city. What is it? Say, is it because I'm from Detroit? What is it, bro? And they just pass me up. But then, like I say, I sit back here and they be gone, and I have to talk about them to keep their name alive because people are just closed the book on them. Yeah. So I just talk about them to keep their name alive, their legacy alive, or what they did do, who they did help. It don't got nothing to do with hurting nobody. It be about the help, the shit that niggas did looking out for niggas. Yeah. That I recognize, that I respect, what I acknowledge niggas for.